His hands, it's the first thing anyone mentions when talking about Casey Mittelstadt. The kid has great hands, sick mitts as the hockey lingo goes. Yes, Mittelstadt can make opponents look silly with how quickly and how softly he moves the puck, how agile he is in making plays over space and time. Combine that with strong skating and you have a player the hockey gods have blessed with offensive talent that is as effective as it is entertaining. It's the reason why the Buffalo Sabres picked him 8th overall in the 2017 NHL entry draft. It's the reason why he will be part of the U.S. national junior team defending the gold medal at the World Junior Championship that begins this week in Buffalo. Well, actually only part of the reason. Because for as great as Mittelstadt's offensive skills are, there's so much more the 19-year-old can bring to Team USA. Maturity, there's no question, said Bob Motzko, head coach of the U.S. junior team. Motzko is also the head coach of St. Cloud State in Minnesota, so he's been hearing about Mittelstadt, the kid from Edina, for years. His hands are outstanding, but his speed and his skating ability in traffic to get free is another great quality for him, and he's got just a wicked release of a shot. But I think the big thing for us now being around him from this summer, there's a strong maturity about him too with everything that's been happening to him. He seems to be in a great spot. Casey Mittelstadt lives up to hype at first Sabres development camp. This is a theme when asking people about Mittelstadt. They don't just talk about his game. They talk about the person. You can't really explain one without the other, they say. He's not just a great hockey player, but a great person, too, said Team USA defenseman Ryan Lindgren, who plays with Mittelstadt at the University of Minnesota. Obviously, as a hockey player, he's got some of the best hands I've ever seen. He's one of the most dynamic players I've played with. He's got everything. He works hard. He stays after practice and works on his game. He's never satisfied where he is. So yeah, it's a blast playing with him every day, and he's a great friend as well. What makes him such a great person? Well, for as hard as he works on the ice, for as much as he wows fans, teammates, and opponents with his offensive stick work, he's just a normal college freshman away from the rink. He's a funny guy, he really is. He's got a great sense of humor, Lindgren said. He's just a good guy. You'd never know he's an 8th overall draft pick. He doesn't talk about that kind of stuff. He's a very humble guy. He fits in with everyone. Coming to the University of Minnesota as a freshman, some guys may think he might be arrogant or cocky, but no one thinks bad of him. He's just such a great guy, and I really can't say enough about him. Casey Mittelstadt is a freshman at the University of Minnesota, Harry Skull Jr. / Buffalo News. Mittelstadt's numbers also say plenty about the kid, who is just 19 collegiate games removed from his high school career. With 17 points for Minnesota, 5 goals, 12 assists, he ranks 4th among Division I freshmen in points. It also ranks him 2nd on the Gophers in scoring, which is good for him, but an indicator of how the usually strong Minnesota program got off to a slow first semester.